We're gonna burn it down. 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 Good evening, you beautiful cucumbers and humans. Happy Monday. Welcome to TCB Studios. Welcome to Burn It Down. And I can't waste any time, so we need to jump in and get down. This man, this artist, this human cartoon, this dancer, this singer, he's a ringer. He slays dragons. Anything toxic comes in the room, karate chop, it is destroyed. One of the most positive people I've ever met in my life. A great example as a human. I feel better when I'm around him. I'm so stoked that I got to hug him in person yesterday and dance. And if you were within 20 feet of us, you got a little bit of extra love. There's this like beautiful yellow golden ray surrounding us. Smiles for miles. The Carolina Kid. Kid Sunshine. Damn it. Ladies and gents, put your hands together. So excited to have him as a guest. C.j Sunshine Peters. Whoa!
What's going on, Tom?
Man, I just need to, some shows. Well, one is I love making the guest blush, but I never say
I'm
tell a
totally
lie.
blushing.
I never tell a lie. It's
You're
like how
killing me, man. You're killing me.
it's how I really feel about you, and it's this beautiful thing because look right now. Just make a snapshot of this. We're just smiling and looking at each other.
He's so sweet. Everybody loves Tom, man, right?
Well,
Everybody loves love. It's a good
and
thing,
you
man.
sounded so amazing last night. Shout out to Brian Malone and everyone at the
Very
Star
nice of
Bar.
you. That's very nice of you, sir. Man, we
Yeah,
worked our asses off, man. I tell you, that's a hell of a band, son. That was an epic moment in my life. There was a lot of disruption in the force. It was wonderful. It was earth shattering. And man, I learned a shit ton, and I have a vision from it, which I'm just happy
yeah.
as hell about.
I absolutely love that, and I do mean it. When I think of like the word of like you're the epitome of an artist. You walk and you breathe and you talk art. Everything
Thank you.
from
Yeah,
your house, from the carpentry that you do. You're an artisan. From your songs and dancing and attitude, and then even the RV on wheels, baby. Because I
the
love that.
artwork on wheels, right? It's going to be it's going to be in one of my masterpieces. I cannot wait to sign this thing. It's going to be so amazing, dude.
It's got wheels, it's got safety, it's got a bed, it's got a guitar in it. Dreams will come true.
Dreams do come true every day. One of my dreams came true last night, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're going to get you back there again. It's funny because it really requires a lot of work to get this done. I mean, I've been stressed out trying to get this thing, and it's a Sunday evening.
Even if I ain't playing, I'm coming down, man. I love you guys.
Please do. Well, we're going to work on some stuff, and it's like, what I love is that everyone just has fun. Everyone had a good time. So shout out to Bob Ross, Charlie Thompson, Diane Call, Wendy Dumont, who got on stage with her, everyone, Vic Burgess and his brothers and ex-laws, John Phipps, who got on stage, Sylvia on the ukulele got on stage and had a shining moment, and then Troy Moore and Johnny Thomas.
She killed it. Oh my God. And then she did the bird whistle for me.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Oh my Lord. She did the bird whistle for me, Tom.
Shout out Sylvia. And the thing is, and if I'm forgetting any, then I need to address this. Our brother, our mate, our compadre, our amigo, Mudcat is not feeling well. He had to cancel, so we want to give him nothing but love and good luck for us to have voice to sound good in the studio this week, because every record counts. I know for me, every record I make, every song I write, Mike Sheena said to me one night, he goes, you need to do it. Whether it's writing a song or doing it with your woman, do it like tomorrow's the end of the world.
Hell yeah.
And that's the way we do it. Dance and live and slay dragons like you do. And then a shout out to my brother and amigo, Lars Nagel, who played some beautiful new songs, but then had to leave and take care of some personal responsibilities.
He had a
Which
lot of heart in his set, didn't he? I mean, there was so much love coming from you two, and the whole thing. There's so much passion there. What a
there's
killer
there's
performance!
nothing but love and respect for people who do what the right thing, and we try to do that. And we talk about it in our songs. Like I try to do the right thing every day. So much love and respect to him. But yeah, you look at us and our eyes, two grown, beautiful men flirting with each other because we're happy and we're proud of the things that we've done.
Love you.
And
I
and
love
it's funny.
you.
Yeah, and so we got to give a shout out to Come On to My House and Andy Gish and Kim Ware because
I
I
saw
just feel
Andy this weekend too. Oh my lord, I
yeah,
got to
and
hug
I
her.
just
I got a picture with her. I'm so
oh
lucky.
she's a rock star, and I just
Totally.
realized that today is the third anniversary, 3 years of Come On to My House. So there's so many
Wow.
cool things that we've done, and
Wow.
again, Monica, shout out to Monica. You get to and Paula from the Heck House. You get to meet these people that we were so
Yeah, I
lucky.
got to meet Paula too. Most
What a
awesome.
rad woman! What a great human! What a great woman! And the thing is it's like we talk about this, and Monica even said it best. She's like, "This magic happened." I think Bob Ross said it as well. This magic happened. We were so lucky, and we met because we really thought like, well, the world came to this grinding halt for the first time. I think in my life, maybe one time before this was on 9/11. There was a time that we were unsure what was happening tomorrow,
Mhm.
and it's a sad and scary thing, but the beautiful things that come out of it are wonderful. And then you get to see the people and hug them in person, and it's like, what?
Yeah, the
It,
love's kind of like an explosion. The really cool thing about KMH is how it brought us kindred spirits together over all these miles,
right.
and now we get to prosper from the soul. What is that? Soul
Yeah.
uniting. It's like our souls are uniting in power.
Well,
Man,
yeah.
it's very interesting. Very
Well, I
interesting.
said from the stage last night. I think I brought it up earlier backstage in the digital green room. We were partying.
Starvar.
I basically was said, C.J. Peters, Sunshine Kid. What can I say? Every human deserves to have a C.J. Peters in their life
Oh.
because you really are. You're this beautiful, wonderful cartoon. And what I love about this show, and a shout out to my main partner behind the scenes, Renee Yaworski, who literally just blows me away every time I work with her. Everything she does. We're hoping to get a
Talented,
surprise.
smart, hardworking. She
Genius.
volunteering her time for us, killing it like this, getting the
Genius.
sponsors together, man, working her butt off, making sure that we're communicated to constantly and make
Right.
sure everything's right. You rock, Renee
Right.
Jaworski.
And if we're lucky, and I have a feeling we are because we're beautiful, lucky people, we're going to have her on the show in a few minutes. But I know that she's upstate New York where it's snowing and it's freezing, and that cold weather causes technical problems.
Yeah.
But she's also, it's funny. So Lars met Renee, brought her on BLT and Come On to My House. We hit it off like, look, just like you and I, when you meet, I mean, literally within seconds, we're like, all right, we're amigos,
I know, right? There's a love between us that's never going to go away.
oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? You could we could have started a fire. You and I could have started an
We
electrical
could have.
fire right next
Totally,
to each
man.
other.
Totally. There's so much love bouncing between us. You know what I mean? We must have been like if you saw auras, we'd be like two big beams of sunshine, me in yellow and you in green, just like
That's
blowing
it.
all over the place, man, with sun and wonderfulness, and everybody just gets enchanted and floats on fucking clouds.
Love is all around. We're gonna burn it. We're gonna burn it down. And the whole idea behind that is any. That's why I called you a dragon slayer. Anything that comes up to me negative, a cancer, something toxic walks in the room, we're going to slay that dragon and cut it in half. And we're either going to make you smile and show you love, or you're going to leave unhappy. It's one or the other. We'd rather make you smile and give you love.
Right on, man. Right on. Exactly.
And then,
Stay
and
positive,
Renee,
my
I'm
brother.
sure Renee's going to want to talk about this, but the funny thing is, I was a guest on her show with Dennis Tarnon, and it was still very new. We're still getting, we're works in progress doing these shows. I love all of it, but we had some technical problems, and I believe you came on and saved the day. And then
Yeah.
next thing we knew each other, and man, we're
And then
lucky.
you called me and I heard your bombastically positive way of speaking and the love that you throw out at every opportunity that you can to make this shitty ass world sometimes to some people
Right.
so
Oh
much
man.
better. Salute to you. I'm drinking moonshine tonight, by the way.
Man,
We
okay.
had some good drinks last night, son.
Let me tell you something. I broke a lot of rules last night. Last night's what you consider a school night. But man, when that much love
Oh,
when that much love is going around and someone hands me a whiskey, I'm gonna get frisky. You know what I'm saying?
woo, baby. Is that what does it to him?
Oh man, so listen, but you really had this ray of light, and your voice sounded so good last night singing at the
Well, it's the
Starbucks.
room. It's the room and the sound, man. They were
Yeah,
really fucking incredible. When
yeah,
I
and we
got
got
up there, man, my voice was 20 feet tall and 40 feet wide. It was
yeah,
wonderful, man.
yeah.
He filled that room perfectly, and I had such a clear sound. I could feel the voice and hear the voice come back from the sides. And the other thing is, when I'd step back, I always test the room. You know, you
Yeah,
step back from the mic and you yell to the room, and you hear what your echo is, man. It matched the fucking PA. It was wonderful.
oh,
He
that's
was a
lovely.
badass. It was a badass.
That is lovely, lovely, lovely. Um, yeah, tell me what you've been working on because I love seeing what you're up to. Like
You want
literally,
to
like
hear the new? You want to hear the new Sunshine 2.0?
yeah,
You want to hear the
do it.
vision? You want to hear
Man,
the
the
vision?
show is constantly changing. I don't think we've
I
ever
got
had
you a
anybody.
vision.
I don't think we've.
Sunshine 2.0 is CJ. You know, CJ Sunshine is like to me like my idealistic folk hero, right?
Yeah,
Dude with guitar that can perform and have all this wonderfulness and this love around him and all this aura and beauty and make things in a light way very positive. You understand, right?
yeah. So you're
And
talking my
then
language.
And then last night, I witnessed the power of Johnny Thunders and what's his name? Maurice on
Maurice.
bass. What the hell was that, man? And all
Oh,
of a sudden, man,
brilliant.
it came to me this vision of Sunshine 2.0, right? Sunshine 2.0 is a much heavier rock band, right? With
Yeah.
a dude out front, me, Sunshine out front, man, with the fucking it's not tattoos, but it's almost like it's not makeup either. But like the cartoon character that you're
Yeah.
describing, I
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
him vividly. He's like out there and he's got yellow rays and he's got fire coming off
Oh,
of
I
him, man.
love
He's
that.
got hearts, fire hearts flying everywhere. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah, I
But
do.
he's also like cool and macho and assertive, but at the same time, he's just as sunshiny and wonderful.
Yeah, the
You know,
Sunshine
because
Kid.
rock and roll puts all that assertiveness in. You know what I mean? You got to
I
change the
do.
music. Like I had to change my songs last night, right there, because Johnny Thunders was there, man. And I
Yeah.
mean, that dude is so fucking
No, he was
forceful
holding it
and
down.
such a force.
Diane Marie Call and I were on the side, and I was like, "That is a wicked bass player."
I know, right?
Wicked. And
God,
holding it down. You know, it's funny because I say this cartoon character, but it's next level. It's like a superhero cartoon character who's walking
right.
around. He sees an old lady crying in the corner. He goes, "Honey, you got this. I got your back.
Oh,
And you got this."
I'll
And
sing
he
you a
goes over there.
song. We'll make it better, darling.
Yeah, he's the positive. He's the sunshine kid. He's the positive kid. And he's just throwing
Right.
out these beautiful words to
Isn't
people.
it neat? I
And
see
then,
it too, man.
and
I totally
instead of
see that.
instead of going in an old school phone booth and spinning around 3 times and coming out of Superman, all of a
Right.
sudden underneath you and coming from behind comes a stage, and next thing you know, you have a microphone, and you're going, "You got this, we
Right.
got you," and it's the best.
You did have me too, man. Y'all totally caught me. I tell you. And Troy Moore killed it, man. I mean
Well, that's
that was
Troy
hitting
Moore and
him and
Johnny.
them too, man. That was like one of my highlights. Lars and of course Diane, and then
And
Wendy singing with Diane. And I tell you, I should sing a lot more with Diane, man. I
that was
love
wonderful.
singing with her.
When you got on that mic, and I'm like
Oh
trying to find the
man,
sound guy, and next thing you know, wait a minute, there's another angel in the room crawling on my
right?
back, and it's C.J.
I
Sunshine.
felt that, man. I get that, man. I feel that. It's just like there's something about her voice anyway. I mean, it's
Yeah.
so angelic. It's almost like, well, I guess inside of her, she feels, to me anyway, she feels like she's more at peace than most people, and
Oh,
more
I mean,
chill and happy,
Diane and I
content.
are brother and sisters. Another person I really connected with. Plus,
She's wonderful.
she's a psychiatrist. I mean, she understands the brain more than any of us,
See?
and so she always intrigues the hell out of me. And I love. I mean, her and I had just fantastic conversations. Much love. Shout out to Diane. And you also got to hang out with Jeff Evans, who I'm a huge
I
fan of.
love Jeff, man. I'm
So
a huge fan too. I'm totally a fanboy of Jeff Evans too, not just
he's a
you,
legend. So
man. It's awesome.
Yeah, because I missed you. I was with Phipps Saturday, and then I had to go take care of some stuff, and then I got a chance to sing some songs for a friend of mine who has cancer, and I gotta say, talk about he's like the Sunshine Kid. He's so positive. So shout out to my brother Jacob. We raised some money for him on Saturday, so that's when I missed you. And he's just a beautiful human, and has just a wonderful outlook on life, and I love that. And when I see people going through things worse than me and handling them so well, I'm like, thank you. And why am I complaining that I got tomato sauce on my shirt? You know what I'm saying? I need to start really enjoying my life, well, which I do. I love my life, So you got to jam and hang out with those guys on Saturday night. You really had this wonderful, fun, packed ATL weekend. ATL weekend.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, it was just bad as shit. So it started with C.j. Jones and the Spirit Bones.
Yeah.
I stayed in his driveway. He's got a killer house with this amazing garden in the back.
Yeah.
I mean, safe space for me and the Gigarator. Gigarator killed it. It worked. Everything worked fine.
I love the
I had a place to sleep, man. I have a new sense of freedom, like you mentioned like you played Saturday night.
Yep.
Something in my mind was saying, go over there. I had time to go over there, right? But I don't think in terms of freedom. I think in terms of that's in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like, and man, having the Gigarator changes all of that calculation, man.
And you know what's funny? How things happen for, the stuff we stress about, because earlier in the week we were talking and you were like, I don't know if the Gigarator is going to be ready to hit the road, but you want to know something? It all works out. It all works out.
It does work out one way or another, man. Hell, the Lincoln.
We're lucky puppies. We're fluffy puppies in the wintertime. Man, I want to bring up the lady behind the scenes who every day slays it and kills dragons and slays dragons and blows me away. Come on, bucket of fish. What's going on? Where you at? What?
There she is. Hello, everyone loves Renee.
Oh my gosh, yeah, legend. At this when Renee comes on, I go like this. This is me. This is my Wayne's World.
You blush too, right?
We're not worthy. I'm not worthy.
I blush.
But Renee,
I'm blushing right now.
Right. So Renee, I mentioned that you have some tech problems and it's freezing and snowing in upstate New York. And from what I understand, I'm at TCB Studios in the ATL right now, and I think it's going to hit about 25 tonight and get pretty cold. It was cold this morning. Let's just say getting up and going to the studio this morning, I was hurting for certain.
Yeah, oh Lord, boy, he's a Southern man now. You see, you done converted. We appreciate that.
Yeah, listen. By the end of this episode, I'm gonna be going. I'm fixing to get out of here and go down yonder. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I want to hear Renee talk.
The first thing that we pick up as Yankees when we get down south is y'all, because it's so much easier.
It's fun,
right? Y'all, it's fun. I say it, and up in New York now, I think people are starting to understand.
Well, the thing about y'all is it's such an interesting word, Renee, that you mentioned. That is, yes, it is Southern as hell, But being a kid who grew up in hip hop New York, they was in hip hop and rap. It goes, yes, y'all, you don't stop. So they always said y'all in rap.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But they said it differently.
That's true. But
so it's like a mix. It's a mix of Southern hip hop. We're trying to be outcast.
Right. Well, that's the thing is that what a lot of people don't get is like this: the way that the Southern people talk linguistically had origins in English from England and from Irish in Ireland, and then there was the African American communities as well. And then there was people and their tongues as well. And so it's a beautiful thing, and I love it. I mean, I just love the way that people talk down there. When CJ talks, by the way, he covers my song League, and I love it. He changes it and he puts the word darling in there.
Oh yeah, man.
Classes it up, man.
I love that song.
I love that.
Troy Moore and I did like an 8-minute jam on that fucking song, by the way.
Oh, let me tell you something.
Man. We fucking rocked it, man. Saturday, I went straight to Troy's. I messaged everybody and I said, who can jam? 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 You know what I mean? I messaged everybody and he said yes. So I drove out there. And man, we put on a 3.5-hour live. Where
you and Troy were shredding. You and Troy sounded so good.
Troy's a badass, man. I mean, damn.
And your backup vocals on his stuff, phenomenal. I want to say this too. Shout out to my friend Cassie, who came out and loved all the artists last night. I'm so glad you got to hang out with her, CJ. She rules,
Yeah,
and
man.
we did a 3 on the
She
ones and
is
twos.
cool. She
We
likes
did
me too. That's sweet.
She loves the right things. She hates the right things. So shout out Cassie, and we did a 3 on the ones and twos.
Oh, she loves the right things, hates the right things. You're so
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah, and we did 3 on the ones and twos with which is my YouTube show with John Phipps, and we did one with Vic Burgess.
And I crashed in at the end of the show, man. Like, oh my God, I gotta have my hug. Oh my Lord, you locked me out. How could you? Don't you love me?
Yeah. Oh, Jeff, we need to find this bomber jacket. But and also when next time you're back, we need to do a 3 on the ones and twos with you, CJ, because you're absolutely wonderful. It's like best friends talking about their favorite thing, music.
I plan to come down at least once a month now. You know, I want to immerse myself in some of these musicians that I've been very fortunate enough to allow me to spend time with them.
Yeah.
And learn, because I learned a shit ton Saturday night about a lot of things. You know, I mean, it's not that you make mistakes, it's that you know that you can do things in a whole other way, or you can do it better for where you're at and who you're with. Very interesting. It was so fun. I learned so much. I cannot wait to meet these humans again.
I absolutely love that. And it's funny that now I have a talk show. Thank you, Renee. But I certainly have a lot to say, but I try to make a conscious effort to talk less and listen more and learn from people. Like one of my favorite quotes, I brought it up on the show with Renee before, is one of Anthony Bourdain's last interviews when they asked him for his advice for young people. And he just said, he said, when your friend's grandmother offers you food, eat it. Who cares if you get sick? Be nice and eat it and take some risks, travel. And when you walk in a room, be aware that you might be the dumbest person in the room. Don't talk and listen to people.
No doubt, right? Yeah.
And I absolutely love that. And I try to do that every day. I certainly have learned from you. I've learned from the both of you. I've learned a little something from everyone that was in that room last night.
Me too, right?
And
yeah.
I'm forever humbled and grateful for all of it.
Yeah, thank you for putting that in words, man. Thank you, man. You know, you're ahead of me in so many things like these. I feel like in these love things and these understandings of human relations and things, I feel like you're like miles ahead of me, man. It seems like you've been enriched by your friends and your love in Atlanta. ATL.
Yeah.
You know, man, you've built your community and there's so much love there. And I thank you for inviting me in, man.
Oh, man. You're so welcome. It's my pleasure. And it's Laura's pleasure. And it's funny. And the thing is it's like, and some of it is the aftermath and the product, or let's say the learning lessons of healings of being physically beat up and maybe your heart even being beat up and ripped. And all you want to do is walk away from those things, learning more and loving more. I think Driving and Crying, the documentary, was based on one of their albums. It's called Scarred but Smarter. And I think that's all of us. And we just take all the good. Take all the good.
Driving and Crying, badass band. I saw them a bunch. I saw them open for the Ramones in Atlanta. Son. Yeah, back there behind. That's one of the places I think I remember you was at the Masquerade dancing with me, man.
Yeah,
you used to come in with a troupe though. It was never just you. You had your friends, man. And y'all were partying motherfuckers, man.
I've been so fortunate.
Entourage, yeah, Entourage. Like love and Namor, like holy. You're like the holy man of love. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, now I'm blushing, but I love it. And the thing is well, the thing is, it's so simple, and we talk about this all the time. It's like, man, being sweet and giving someone a smile who you don't even know what kind of bad day they're having. You have no idea what good you're doing for them. Like being nice costs you literally zero, costs you nothing. You know, and it's funny, I've had it because I've had bad Mondays or bad days, and then I'm like walking through where I work and I see somebody and they look like they may have had a worse day than me. And I go, hey, how you doing? I go, just sending nothing but positive stuff your way. I'm sending all my good stuff. And then I'll see them the next day and they'll be like in the hallway. I don't even know.
Make a difference, Yeah,
and they're just like, yeah, man, the other day that lifted me up. Thanks a lot. It's those little things.
It is, just the smallest thing. Even like, if you were just a clerk at a counter every day, right? And and you know, sometimes it's a real pain in the ass because some people are just mean to you and you don't even know why, you know, so you get defensive or whatever. But if you could just put that smile on a face for somebody, man, you make their day better. You know, I'm a total witness to that. I worked for 2 years in Miami and nobody does that down there. There's no like kinship and love for anybody. And I'd come home to North Carolina, and this teller that didn't know me would just smile and say, "Hello, how are you? What would you like?" And I would think something was wrong, even. You know what I mean?
Like, why are you so happy?
Why are you so happy, man? Don't you know life is shit, man? Oh my God, didn't you read the politics or the news, or didn't you know about my boyfriend?
Yeah, I mean, listen, and it goes back to one of the things I said. It's like I've told people this. I was like, C.J. Peters was in I Choose Awesome without even knowing about it. Like, you know, we have this group I Choose Awesome, and you're already living it. I'm like, are you going to nominate C.J. Peters to be in I Choose Awesome? I'm like, he doesn't even know it. He's been in it. Since, you know, he just has it, you know?
Yeah, if I'm going to spend any time working on anything, it's going to have something to do with art, man. It's, you know, every second of every waking day, you know, is a new refreshing outlook on life that is an opportunity for you to grow from, to learn from, and to make something better. But every motion that you make should be artistic in some way.
Without a doubt, man.
I'm just down with that, man. It's like, you know, like even like you're throwing away your trash. No, this part is actually not trash. This would actually be a good cover for that. You know, this would actually. Sure, you know, like the gutters at C.j. Jones' house. What's his name? Ted Pettis.
Yeah,
man, the gutters are like made out of these little side things that were left over, but they work perfectly and they're cool as shit. You know what I mean? You know,
I know what you mean. Well, the thing is, well, one, I'm saying this about you, but I'm saying if everyone lets this happen, you can do this.
Right.
Like your house is a work of art. You're making this vehicle a work of art. The way you walk is art. The way you dress is art. Your statements every day is art. If you want it to be, if you allow it to be.
Right. Exactly. And tomorrow you can be better than you are today too. You know, that's what Ballad of Mo is about. You know, if I'm not here in 20 years and Mo needs some advice or some understanding of something, she can look to that song and she can go, you know, my whole life could have been completely screwed up and messed up from every point before this moment in my time. Everything could have been stupid. I could have messed everything up. I could have been the most worst person in the whole world. But you know what? Today I can change. I can be a better person tomorrow. I can help my world unite. I can help my friends. I can be love. I can be positive. There's a way to do this, man. And you fight for it and you'll get it, man.
Listen, you get it. Listen, I just got chills, and I bet you Renee did too. I mean, that's it. That's it in a nutshell. And you want to know something? Screw competition. I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm in competition with. I'm in competition with me.
Me, man.
And the idea is to be a better human than I was yesterday. That's it,
man.
That's
rule
the glory,
number one.
though. Like, look at it this way. If the three of us had been really competitive and just out for ourselves, nobody would have ever heard of us. But because we all came together, there's strength in numbers. We are better together. Being welcoming is just smart business sense.
Yes,
it's smart.
My dad used to say since I'm like 11 years old, yo, it's nice to be nice. And it was so simple and I loved it.
I know, right? It's so nice to be nice.
It's nice.
So I want to show you this. My parents turned us kids onto it, and I use it in my life. And it's pretty simple. It's just the number of each letter. But 143 means I love you.
Right. It does.
It's so simple. And I remember my folks saying that when I was a little kid, and I was like, I can't wait till I'm a grown up so I can start using that on people.
We got to put that on Gigator.
Yeah, 143. It's so simple. I, 4 love, 3 use 3 letters. You know, and Renee, how amazing is the way these things happen? Because like how we even met CJ was amazing because he's your IT guy.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can see he's using OBS right now, which is
amazing.
Standard.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on acid, and I wish I was.
Me too. Me too. Yeah, he came in at the first, and you know, Tom was supposed to be the guest. We had Tech Gremlins, and
with Dennis Cardone.
Yeah, That's right. CJ was like the go-to guy for at least the first half. He just comes running. Look at it. There he is.
Yeah.
I knew he
Oh my
You're so
goodness.
amazing. You're amazing. I love you so much, Ray Ray. Ray
Yeah,
Ray,
well,
man.
but CJ, you came in and saved the day, okay? Which
Yeah,
that's
man.
wonderful. But then again, immediately it's like instant mates. We are three beautiful brothers. If by the way, if the three of us were in the same room right now, are you kidding me? The building would burn down because we'd be
No doubt.
superheroes.
We
Just be
really
walking
are.
up.
Can you imagine how badass that hug is going to be?
Oh my gosh, we'd just be walking up to people and saving lives with smiles.
Yes.
I know,
Yes.
right? All of a sudden, there'd be this trifecta, and this big beam of light would come out and never just solve everything in the whole world.
So this is just an idea because I love those sounds that you were just making. I'm going to drive to your place, okay? And I'm going to have my assistant record me the whole way, and I'm just going to spit out rhymes and stream of consciousness words, okay?
Oh, dude, we'll do this.
You know, karate kicking, finger licking, good, whatever like that. And then we come to your place and we freestyle, and we're going to put out the crazy, most psychedelic acid jazz poetry album.
Fuck yeah, bro. This is going to be epic. Don't worry. We totally got this.
Absolutely.
Here's what I want to say. People have to be careful who they allow in their orbit because who we choose as our friends speaks a lot about our reputation and our judgment and our intuition. And that's why when I spend time with you guys, I find myself acting like you guys for the next several hours. Good thing. I don't want to be around people that make me act in a negative way. I want someone who's going to make me act better than I am.
Right.
That's the energy of both of you guys. It lifts me, makes me a better version of myself.
Such a good point. I mean, as an adolescent, I'm not going to lie, I got myself into a lot of trouble.
Yes, you did.
But then there were times that I was a follower, and then I became a leader. And instead of doing the right thing, I kind of led some young friends astray, and that's not right. And I'm sorry for that. But you always heard this term when you were a young boy or a young girl, is guilty by association. Well, it goes the other way too. If people seeing you beautiful with beautiful people, what I love about CJ is he has this power to let the person next to him become a chameleon, and they can become whatever they want.
Sweet, right?
Andy Gents
was so wonderful. I love her so much.
And now that's a superhero. Sylvia, Andy's a superhero. On stage, off stage, what she's doing for no harm reduction, what she's doing as a nurse on the front lines. Cheers to Andy and Kim, and happy 3rd birthday to come over to my house.
Jeff Evans. I love his linen shirt. That was so fun, man. Event Tide Brewing, and then there's Troy Moore. We jammed, man. It was so fun.
Jeff Evans is a legend. Troy Moore is a legend. You were talking about Southern voices earlier. Vic Burgess might have he may have my favorite.
Oh,
Southern
he's good.
Speaking accent. He's a beautiful old school dude. I absolutely love it. You need to give us some links for us to share some of your any new jams or anything you want that we could post on the page. And
C.j Sunshine is on every platform, everywhere.
Love it.
Listen to YouTube and everything, and anywhere. C.j Sunshine. I got 27 songs out on 7 albums.
Oh my goodness, man.
We're all over the place, man. I'm really, really happy. I got another 30 songs just about ready. I'm really, 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 really thrilled at the help that my friends have given me on this, man.
Yeah, and I want to come out there and get psychedelic.
Come on, man. We're going to do it.
So Renee,
I want to come to Salisbury.
I just love the way Salisbury sounds, and your house really looks like this beautiful piece of art. It's the most beautiful house.
That's why I bought it, man. It's like I think you should surround yourself with art at all times and every moment, every day. Like when I come home every single day, I'm working my ass off for whatever kind of dumb shit I'm doing, painting some yellow walls in some dang apartment complex, or however the horrible day was, or whatever. When I come home, when I look up, I want to see something that reminds me of how deep everything and how beautiful everything can be in this world. And so, when we saw the house, it was like my wife and I are kindred spirits too. It was like we bought it right away. That very second, the second we touched the house, it was ours.
Shout out to your wife. Beautiful. That's, and it's funny you were talking about I'm throwing this way. Well, this I'm not, and we talk about that stuff. Every piece of art that I make, that I do paintings on, it comes out of a piece of wood or cardboard that I've taken out of the garbage. So what's
Right.
old to you might be gold to me. Another person's trash is another person's treasure.
You
And
can do that, man.
you can make beautiful stuff with these things.
Yeah, man, I can just take a picture from the Star Bar green room, man, and just stick it up there. And now we have this beautiful work of art that we can take a look at now forever and ever and ever.
Yeah,
art is beautiful, man. Love on art as much as you can.
Yeah,
man.
how cool is that backstage area? It's pretty awesome.
It was very good. I did not get in on the party. I was too busy dancing or something, man.
Yeah.
I needed to. By the time I got back there, no one was back there, so I had to have my own parties.
Oh man, the insane thing is, and I know Renee will agree with me. I could probably talk to the both of you guys for like 5 hours, and it would feel like 20 minutes.
I know, right?
What do you think, Renee?
That's the thing, is that when you find people who are open-hearted and willing to learn, like you were talking earlier about how there's everybody on earth, you can learn from them. You and CJ tend to be the most accurate, descriptions of that, because I learn from you guys. I'm just sitting here in awe, which is like, I've learned so much, when Tom was talking about, how you have to be inclusive and and how souls meet each other and instantly just in that same vibration. And it really is about community. And I've learned that more during the irony is that I feel like we learned that even more over quarantine. It's like once it was taken away from us, we understood how important that really is. And now everybody's getting together, face to face. I'm hoping to come down south pretty soon. I want to come to Salisbury. CJ, definitely see you.
Down.
ATL.
It'll be a wonderful place, man. You got safe harbor. You can stay in the gig raider.
You always have a place to stay with me for sure.
Right.
It's this funny thing, because even though I'm a people person, and I'd say all three of us are, I think this thing happens and you get older. It's when you get wiser. It's like how you handle your time management. So although I am a people person, I'm also very much a guy who loves his alone time to work on art, to meditate, to think, to sleep, to dream, to plan, But then when you're ready to go into mode and go into business, or just like action mode for like this thing you're going to do, turn something into art, you go, man, I don't want to do this alone. I want to bring the crew. Let's do this. It's more fun. Let's celebrate together.
It is, and it's more powerful too, and sometimes it gets shaky, sometimes, you lose control of the band, and the band goes fucking half-cocked and crazy as hell. But you know what you do, man? You strap your boots on, man. You ride along, man, and you love on everything, man. You learn everything from it that you possibly can. You squeeze every bad thing for all the good juice that you possibly can every day. And then
oh my goodness,
you make it better, man. You ferment that shit, and it turns into Carolina moonshine, and you get to take a hit.
Yeah, I said this about Troy Moore last week, and I'm saying it about you. You, my friend, are a human, beautiful drug, and I'm so high right now off of this. I know Renee is. Thank you so much. And I said it earlier. I'll say it again, and I'll say it tomorrow morning. I'll whisper it as I'm brushing my teeth. C.J. Peters. Everyone deserves to have one in their life.
Oh, yes, that's sweet. Yes. Let's just try to make it better from here on out, man. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much, man.
I can be better. You can be better. She can be better. Everyone can be better.
My man Rory's gonna be proud of me. We went 9 minutes over. I love going over, and I love having Renee on the show now. How cool is this? And,
thank you so much. I appreciate it more than you know.
I love. Well, listen, we're partners, and I said this before. It's so easy. To work with you. Yeah, you're sunshine, And I mean, I know it's probably 15 degrees there, but even the cold is a blessing. I remember, when I grew up in New York, grew up in New York, and I would charge my neighbors $5 to shovel their pathway to their porch in the snow. $5, and even with 2 gloves on, my fingers were freezing to the bone, and I'd be crying, and I'd be like, man, this is okay. It's okay to hurt. It's healthy. It makes me feel like I'm alive.
Yeah, that's how you know you're alive. And then that $5 is really precious to you. You earned that $5.
Oh man, I'm buying all kinds of candy.
There you go. The best kind of candy comes from that kind of stuff.
Man. C.J. Peters, celebrate life. Everyone, thank you for checking in. I hope you all have a beautiful week. And if something negative stuff steps up to you, burn it down.
Just burn it down, man. Right on.
Cheers.
Burn it down.